This is the IWI Masada Slim. Can it take on the likes of the P365 and the M&P Shield Plus? Let's find out. The Masada Slim is a striker-fired 9mm with a 3.4-inch barrel and 13-round mags. It's also, by default, cut for an optic. Ours is sporting the Holosun EPS carry. There is no rail under the nose for mounting accessories. MSRP lands at $480, but I've seen it for street prices of just over $400. Let's start with the positives on this one. The gun fits my meat paws quite well. I can get my entire hand on the grip, and I don't have like my pinky hanging off. And then I don't have to play the weird codpiece game with extended mags, providing the real useful grip length for anyone with adult-sized hands. This grip almost doesn't feel complete until you put that mag in there and get that little bit of a lip. Like that's when it feels complete to me. Why not make the grips larger for everybody? I like that it's a large enough grip to accommodate my full hand, pinky included. I also like, much like the full-size Masada, that they, by default, offer an optic cut. This is the way.
This is the way.
There is no reason in 2023 that we should not see this across the board. Fuds be damned. This is the EPS carry on here, the Holosun EPS carry, which has a little sight built in. Also, big shout out to True Shot Gun Club. They supply ammo for our review videos, and we really do appreciate them. This is wonderful to be able to actually make reviews and not spend a fortune on ammo. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. I also really like the ultra short reset on the trigger. It's one of the shortest and cleanest trigger movements I've seen on a gun like this, especially when you consider that this isn't some special like custom shop version. This is the base model. The trigger is fantastic. You're connecting.
Yeah. I just had to get used to that reset again.
Yeah, going from the Wilson Combat to an IWI is...
Yeah. Day and night.
I can hear you ringing the steel.
Yeah, it's nice little package here. The trigger, you really have to feel for the reset. You got to get used to that. That reset is it's soft.
So you kind of have to train with it and get used to that.
Yeah, you have to take your time for a little bit because the reset is very soft. Like it's there, but it's super soft. And if not, you're letting the trigger the whole way back out.
Okay. The other thing to consider here is the trigger group is modular, just like the full-size gun, and can be swapped into other frames. I guess if they existed, of course, which they don't yet. One of the other super interesting points about the gun is it takes IWI Jericho, aka CZ75 magazines. That means you can get a 50-round drum mag for this thing. And of course, some normal size mags like, I don't know, like a 17-rounder. And they're not stupid expensive proprietary mags. Now, the shooting experience as a whole was great. It fit naturally into my hand, like I said, and once I figured out the trigger, after a couple shots, I was able to connect really consistently. It's got that pretty long take up and then a really, really short working area. Speaking of consistency though, the Mag Shack consistently has the mags you need at a solid price all the time. From Smith & Wesson to SIG to Glock to Taurus, it doesn't matter. From ARs to AKs, they've got it. If you don't believe me, go check out the link in the video description to head over to themagshack.com and check out the massive selection right now. Whoa, cold hands. It almost feels like the reset's not even there. It's such a short reset. Yeah, very, very short reset. So that's something you definitely got to get used to with a gun like this, because as far as I know, there aren't many guns with a reset quite this short, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it'd be nice if everybody had like a really nice short reset. But that's just something to train with. Really nice, smooth recoil impulse. I don't feel like it's snapping out of my hands. It is a smaller gun. It is a lighter weight gun. It's slim. I don't feel it like jumping around or anything, so that's good to know. Get it, girl. Now, the things I don't like so much about this gun, I think they dropped the ball on not including some kind of accessory attachment rail under the nose. I know that there's not a ton of space there for it, but it feels like it's missing something. I also feel like I don't have a place to index my thumb when gripping the gun. The side of the gun is really smooth, which is great for carry, that's nice, but not as good for shooting. I would really like to have a position, like a good index point to come back to every time. I really wish I had some sort of indexing point on this side of the gun. I understand why it's not here. They try to keep it slim, but I do wish I had something there for my thumb. Yeah, I really, really like this gun. Just like the Masadas, I really like the full-size Masadas. This is super comfortable. I actually think this trigger is better than the full-size Masadas. I think it's different, but yeah, I really enjoy shooting this. The next thing I wasn't a huge fan of was that trigger take-up. Yes, I love the way it breaks, but holy crap, that initial pull is a bit long. Like we said on the range, if you train with it, you'd be a rock star with it. I just wish that all sort of happened farther forward in the movement. All right, let's observe the trigger here. So lots of take up, lots of take up. There's the reset. So really, really short reset. And once you get that initial take up out, it's good to go. Like, if you're coming all the way out here and taking that up all the way, that's a lot, but you only need to come to there. Other than that, the last nitpicky thing is that I wish the texture was a tiny bit more aggressive. When I came back to the studio and handled the Shield Plus to compare it to the Masada Slim, I liked the texture on the Shield a bit more. There you can see it compared to the Shield Plus. Just a touch longer and a touch wider. Not much difference in height overall with that extended magazine in the Shield. Slightly different shape, but not that much different, really. Pretty interesting. Like I said, that's kind of nitpicky, but it is a point that I wanted to mention. All in all, this is a great option for your next carry gun. It's small enough to tuck away nicely in the waistline and big enough to run it like a champ. And then, of course, you add on the magazines being widely available, it's great. The shooting experience was really positive, and when you compare it to the base model Shield Plus at 365, having the optic cut on this and a solid trigger puts it ahead of the pack.
I really do like this thing. The recoil's great on it. That trigger reset is super short. Like,
it's just, I think, like, it's not detrimental.
It's not bad. No, it's not bad at all.
I mean, how many times do we come out here and we're like, this trigger is trash. Yeah, this one is not.
Like, it's just getting used to it is all.
Yeah, agreed. How's that fit in your hand?
Not bad. Even so.
Let me come around the other side of you.
So with the mag in, I have that little bit of overhang, but for a carry gun though, I could make it work.
How cold is it right now?
Like 40 degrees, but my hands don't like cold weather.
I can see that. I can see that. It's chilly out here, dude.
It's with the breeze and the wetness right now, the moistness.
The moistness. It's been like spitting, sleeting, doing all that nasty stuff all day.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna like bring layers and gloves.
Somehow though, that mustache has prevailed.
The face is not cold.
Yeah, that's because of the mustache. All right, let's see what we can do here. I really enjoy shooting this thing, man. Like, once you learn that trigger, this thing is a lot of fun. You know what else? Now would be a great time to go watch that Shield Plus review. Do it now.